everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading for Aries. Welcome back to everyone who is not new to my channel, and just thank you for watching this channel despite my absence and not putting out very many videos lately. I'm really annoyed that I don't have the space that I want to have to do these videos, and in this really strange transition energy I'm working on something, and hopefully that doesn't take too much longer. So yeah, so what are the messages for Aries? This is for people who have Aries in their chart somewhere that is significant. And the message for Aries. I don't know whether I mentioned that this is the Millennium Toth. So 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Moon. So this is about seeing something that is deeper, understanding something on a deeper level. It has to do with your happiness and what you may have been in the past pouring your energy and love into. Prince of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. So this is major completion energy. Something is getting to the point where it can no longer expand. It's reached completion point, and it has to do with pain. And I feel like it has to do with other people, because this is the 10 of Swords and some sort of imbalance within how you've been to someone and how they have been to you, or how you've been to a group and how they've been to you. The energy exchange, and it caused pain. There was an imbalance that caused pain. Something can no longer expand. It's reached a level where you have to complete this by looking at, I feel that you poured your love and your energy into something that maybe at the time gave you a sense of fulfillment, but it's like a question here of, did it really bring me to that point of emotional peace and happiness and joy, or was it something that I thought that I wanted? There's a question mark on it because we've got the Moon. It also could be that something that you thought you wanted or had your heart set on, there was a component or a something about it that you didn't know, and there's news about it coming up where it will show you that it's reached the end. So there's a positive message here of that after this completion, it will free up a lot of mental energy and a lot of emotional space for you to work on something else that is more in alignment with who you really are and will serve you better. Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 2 people going in different directions. Six of Cups, and the Queen of Cups underneath the deck. So definitely something to do with your emotional world, and something that's been or is currently an emotional burden on you. But the positive message here is that it can't create any more burden. It can't create any more negative energy. If you're experiencing something like this, It's saying that go back to something that is going to make you feel like an exuberant child. Because maybe you had a reunion with something and it seemed good, or it could be a person. You started talking to someone again, or you started working on something, but there was stuff that came up out of that situation that basically is showing you that it's not the right path. Let's bring in some oracles and some crystals. So why is the moon here in this reading? This Pisces energy. Adjoit. This is compassionate being. It says, put down your burdens knowing you are a being of light. Resolve conflicts and forgive those who wounded you. Give someone a second chance. Honor your promises. Find the best solution for everyone and let your dispassionate compassion encompass all. Charity or volunteer work is indicated. So this could be, I'm feeling like you maybe did give someone a second chance, or we're going to give someone a second chance. There's some sort of a reunion kind of energy, whether it's with a person or a project or whatever, where your compassion was driving that reunion energy, or your compassion was driving this idea of what's going to make me happy, that's going to make me happy. But in reality, you learned something about yourself, because it's saying that that you giving more, basically pouring love into something that wasn't serving you. It wasn't in your best interest. And this reaching a point of no longer being able to take that burden on, whatever it is, emotionally. Something turned out to be an emotional burden. And this is about immersing yourself in the love of the divine. Automatically leads to health and happiness. Release your toxic emotions and replace them with forgiveness, compassion, and serenity. What you have been through allows you to appreciate the pain of another's path. Do not absorb their pain. Remain dispassionate, detach gracefully, and move on. Maybe you were trying to help someone, and you, being a compassionate person, took on some kind of burden. But it's like it came out of love, because you are compassionate. And now it's saying that it's too much. But it's also bringing up some wounds as well. I can see that it's bringing up something, some kind of wound, whether it's another person. But I see two people going in different directions, and I feel that you are grounding yourself here, or becoming more grounded, and moving towards the Six of Cups, which is this being more specific in what it is that you would like to create moving forward. Now that you can see something that has come up from a deeper level of yourself, part of yourself. Let's see, what is the Six of Cups? Rare success. So this is going to lead to success. unique and rare. Something, so it seems like a bit of a strange situation where the outcome is very positive for you, because taking on someone else's burden or taking on the burden of something has revealed to you a deeper wound, and that is leading to a sort of like a misalignment with you and another person, or you and a project, and you're going in a direction towards success regardless of where the other person or whatever is going. So I feel like it's about letting something go with compassion, releasing the burden of it, because there's something you could potentially move towards that once you release the burden emotionally, it's like a steady energy with the Knight of Pentacles of moving forward into this success, which couldn't have come, because this is a Scorpio card, it couldn't have come to your consciousness without going through this. So let's have a look at this card, Rare Success. There are everyday acts of creation, and then there are the rare acts of creation. Each plays an important part in the sustaining of life on this planet. An example of an everyday act of creation might be the cooking of meals. There is an art and a process, and it delivers a result in a relatively short turnaround of time. It's very important to the sustaining of human life. Then there are the sacred and rare creations that serve life in very special ways. Grandmother Goddess Ziwangmu nurtures a garden of divine peach trees which bloom once every 3,000 years. The sacred orchard of Ziwangmu is a beautiful mystery, and one that gives us a perspective on timing. You could say that for the soul, immortality is a rare success. Cultivated over 3,000 years, it is a rare spiritual prize worth attaining. It cannot be hurried, however, so that explains why it's next to the Knight of Pentacles. Something here would be and has the potential of something that's very unique, that will not be overnight. Like the sacred grandmother and caretaker of the Garden of Immortality knows, some things are worth the wait. There is a capacity in you to bring through a rare success. To put it in more everyday terms, you are in this lifetime, and your soul mission for the long term and your creative potential this lifetime is far greater than you currently realize. Even if you have ambitious spiritual visions for your life or a bold dream you want to accomplish, there's more you are going to birth through your life on this planet than what you understand right now. This will be a beautiful discovery to look forward to, and also a reminder that there are bigger plans afoot, and sometimes your need for immediate results, Aries, has to be sacrificed to the timing needed for the success of a greater purpose. You are growing. You may compare yourself to others and wonder why you aren't striding ahead in leaps and bounds as they seem to be. This makes me think of the magic of Aries, because all signs have their own magic. And Aries' magic is this courage and this boldness and this fire of being just doing something and having so much conviction and passion. And Aries is like a highly spiritual kind of energy as well. If you've been involved with Aries and they are on the lower consciousness of Aries, then obviously not talking about them. But those who have this Aries energy, who have reached a certain level of consciousness and understand the Aries because of the things that you've been through, and how you may have taken on a lot of emotional burdens, because of your compassionate energy, it's leading you towards something that is highly unique, and just give it time. It's saying create the space for it, whether that's physical or it is. It's not going to happen now. Is what it's saying, that it's unique, and the people that hold this energy that I'm reading, it's rare. So let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. Why is she at the bottom of the deck? Nirvana quartz. So this is enlightenment. Step off the karmic round and allow the karma of grace to manifest. Open yourself to receive enlightenment. Recognize this as a new beginning and fresh energy. If you are experiencing traumatic times and soul challenges, relax and wait for resolution. Do not push against the river. Go with the flow. So this Pisces energy that we're in right now is going to help you, Aries, to go with the flow of your desires and what is unique to you that you are working on. And offer you some enlightenment on your journey and get out of these patterns of taking on too much. It says, self-understanding. For many lifetimes you have been working with your karma that has now passed. There is no need for restitution, nor punishment or guilt. Let those go so that you recognize your full potential, receiving a download of cosmic light that transforms your being. So you could definitely receive some some information through your dreams while we're in Pisces energy, and just noticing things a little closer, being more observant of the synchronicities and not rushing. So for me, as an Aries ascendant, one of my problems with the energy of Aries that I've found is that I want to rush in and say something. And that's not always necessary, but I do know that things that I have to say have value, and that I shouldn't feel this need to rush in and say it to someone and just wait for the right time. So it's kind of what it's saying, but it is saying if you give it time, it will be successful. The Ten of Wands in the middle of this deck, the middle of this reading, is really standing out. And I feel like when I said there is no more room for whatever this has been in your life, it's definitely coming to a completion. This Pisces energy is going to help you to put something to an end. Could be in the realm of communication with the Prince of Swords. I definitely see two things parting. That could be a relationship, it could be something that you had been working on, putting a lot of energy and love into. But it's saying that once you release this burden emotionally and allow this Ten of Swords ending, it's the end of a cycle. It's actually the end of a pattern, the Ten of Swords. It's the end of some sort of pattern that you've been in, where because you have experienced something recently where you put a lot of energy in, maybe you rushed into something, or you just put a lot of energy into something, and it turned out for you to create a lot of burden, and reveal to you patterns within your subconscious, the way that you do things. So it's the end of some sort of pattern. for you, Aries. Just going to do one more card and look at this Ten of Swords. Also, an energy of disappointment in this reading, especially with this Ten of Swords and Three of Cups. With the Knight of... It's like you gave something a lot. You gave a lot of yourself to something. Turned out to be not so great for you, but it showed you some kind of patterning within yourself. From word to world. And that's interesting because it's got the, what is that called? Is that Ammonites? That symbol. I remember this from a reading a long time ago. Maybe it was about a year ago. So I'll see if I can find that video that I'm thinking of, because if another reading is jumping out at me, I should probably link it. I'll put the link in, and it may resonate with you. But there is something, and I remember that reading because this is so funny. I remember that reading because by the time I finished the reading, I felt fucking so drained, like I'd just been sitting there for 1,000 hours doing a reading. And you can physically see me from start to finish, the fucking energy draining out of me. So definitely something has drained you, but it's coming to an end. And it's from word to world. So what is that? There are many times on the spiritual path when we feel we are in circumstances not of our conscious choosing. In fact, we may think, there is no way I would have chosen this situation. Perhaps the mind would not. Yet through the frequency of our being, we are attracted to various people, places, and things. If we have healthy self-esteem, we will tend to be attracted to that which uplifts, assists, and inspires. If we are healing... I just need to plug my computer in. Sorry about that. If we are healing issues to do with self-worth or can spiritually benefit from an experience of lower vibrational energy to help us on our life journey, we will be unconsciously attracted to that which feels lowering. Those experiences tend to generate fear and negativity and don't feel good, in that they can sometimes be the motivational push we need to break free of fear because we simply cannot bear feeling that way anymore. They may also teach us to hold compassion for the suffering of others and inspire us to work in the healing arts. Lowering experiences may also help us find gratitude in our hearts for simple happiness. However, if there is a more joyful way to learn that, and many times there will be, then why not choose that for yourself? The frequency of our being has a bearing on experiences and our self-esteem. The higher the self-esteem, the more likely we are to want to raise our frequency. It feels better to live with a higher frequency and a higher self-esteem. We make choices that support us rather than sabotage our best interests. I lost my place. Where was I? We have more fun, feel happier, and believe in our own value. We can then take risks in life that open us up to more of our divinity, raising our frequency yet again. It is a positive cycle of creation. If you want to change your experience of life, change your frequency. You will start repelling or feeling repelled by others, behaviors, or places that once may have enthralled and enslaved your body and mind. Fear will not be able to grip you in the same way as it could at lower frequencies. That's right, because when you go through these things in life that actually end up raising your frequency, and you see some kind of pattern of fear or doubt or whatever it is, and when you embark on the next thing in life, you are at a higher frequency and learning a completely different lesson. And those lessons that you have learned all the way through this journey, they all add up and help you exactly where you are and what you're dealing with now. So as the frequency raises and the self-esteem raises, the things that used to be able to get to you, you just start to see it in a different way. And this is what I feel like Pisces energy is going to help with, is that perspective. So let's see if there's anything else that sticks out. When your frequency becomes incompatible with the lower vibration of negativity, one of the two things happens. Either your frequency transforms to fear and a solution appears, or your frequency repels the fear and that person, place, or situation leaves your life. There's a shift in a frequency between you and another, or you and something that you were doing that was completely draining you. But it has put you in a position now where if you allow it to transpire with time and this energy of the Six of Cups, which is Scorpio energy, so there is some sort of rare success, unique success. Let's see what the Six of Cups says from this deck. So there's 6 golden cups. 6 golden cups rise up from the waters on golden stems. Each cup has a yellow lotus flower pouring water into each cup. The cups are printed with a coiled serpent on them. Their stems made of 4 discs. The cups fill but do not overflow. The symbols for Sun and Scorpio align center and in the bottom of the card. Take pleasure in life's offerings. Indulge in your desires. Remember, what is alive lives. The frequency, you've shifted into another frequency, and that's creating something else to become alive, a new pathway that's going to lead to success if you give it time. So that's the reading for you, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed that. Sending you lots of love, and thanks for watching my channel. Bye.